Everyone wants to know the secret behind this recipe. It's amazing. Hit the like button already, then leave your comments on this recipe. Into a large bowl, start by adding 1 cup of water at room temperature. I'm using a 200 milliliter cup. Then add 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. Now using a spoon, mix very well until the sugar fully dissolves. When that happens, add 1/2 cup of milk at room temperature, a 10-gram packet of dry yeast powder, 2 tablespoons of wheat flour, and mix all the ingredients very well until combined. Now cover the bowl and let this mixture rest for 10 minutes. After this indicated time, add 50 milliliters of vegetable oil, 1 egg white, and mix all the ingredients again until combined. When that happens, gradually add 4.5 cups of wheat flour. Also add 1 teaspoon of salt, and keep mixing and adding the flour. Leave us a comment with the name of the city from which you're watching this. I'd like to give you a shout out and thank you for sharing this recipe. When you can no longer mix with the spoon, start kneading it by hand until the dough is smooth and uniform. This is the right consistency. Cover the bowl again and let the dough rise for 40 minutes. Meanwhile, into a large skillet over medium-low heat, add enough vegetable oil to cover its bottom. Then add 1/2 medium onion chopped into dices. And using a spatula, stir until it starts to fry. When that happens, add 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of chili flakes, 1 teaspoon of salt, and keep stirring until all the ingredients are slightly golden brown. This is the right cooking point. You may now remove from the heat and set aside. Now, into a large bowl, add 2 medium boiled potatoes. And using a potato masher, thoroughly mash these potatoes into a mash. Then add the onion we've just prepared. And mix all the ingredients very well until combined. This is the right consistency. You may stop mixing and set aside. Once the dough has risen, sprinkle some flour on a table and place all the dough on it. Then sprinkle some flour all over the dough and round it. Now, using a dough cutter, split the dough into 2 equal-sized pieces. And flatten one of the pieces by hand, making sure it's not too thin nor too thick. Once you've done that, add half of the potato filling we've prepared. Now close the dough by folding it over the filling, just like I'm doing. If you've made it here, that means you're enjoying our recipe. So click the share button and share this video with all your friends. It won't cost you anything, but for us, it will make all the difference. Finally, make a hole in the center of the stuffed bread. And repeat this process with the other half of the dough. After that, transfer the dough to a baking sheet lined with non-stick paper. Then brush 1 egg yolk mixed with 1 teaspoon of milk all over the bread. Finally, with a fork, draw lines all over the bread just like I'm doing. Now bake in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius or 356 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. But baking time may vary depending on the power of your oven. That recipe is ready. You may now get a slice and enjoy it. I really hope you like this recipe. Now I'll head back to the comments section and will continue to answer everyone who left the name of their city. And I'll also thank you for sharing this recipe. See you next recipe. Bye.